Check out the Hip Hop Digest show. These guys are encyclopedias of knowledge about hip hop. You'll learn something. Learn something. Learn something. Learn something. Learn something. Learn something.
I've never heard of a label that doesn't screw an artist. You talk to anybody who audits their label, they're always owed money. And if nothing else, usually the label holds back enough money that your cost of auditing is such that you won't do it. So that's the business model, is screwing the artists.
Their financial practices have been shady since the beginning of time. It's been grandfathered in since the 50s and 60s when rock and roll really started.
Welcome to the Hip Hop Digest show with your man, DJ King Killa.
Don't forget about your boy Kurt G.
And of course, it's E.Green. What's up, brothers?
What's good?
Happy recording morning.
Happy recording morning.
Yes. We have to get you up out of the bed on your side of the coast.
Yeah, I still got the BDBs going on.
That's what's good, no doubt.
You ain't got the suit top on with the drawers underneath, do you?
Nah. None of that.
You just look like you fully dressed.
Yeah, I just got a t-shirt and I'm David Letterman up this joint. T-shirt and underwear. Hiding behind the desk and shit.
That's what's good, no doubt. So anyway, before we get into the show proper, I think we got some couple of things. In a way, are we neglecting Twitter because of the digest chain is so prevalent?
To be honest with you, Twitter has been slipping a little bit. My bad. I'm still on there.
Okay.
It's, I still get it in.
All right.
But Twitter is cool.
Yeah, somebody had a question on Twitter or whatever. So who was that? How's that get down?
That was Dumond Dushaw. He had a question about what would King Killa do about this whole Monique and Netflix thing.
Okay. All right. So apparently, according to Kurt G, how much was Monique offered?
They offered her, it says here, $500,000 deal.
And Amy Schumer was offered
$11 million, but she went and negotiated $2 extra million, so she ended up with a $13 million deal.
And Monique wanted us to boycott.
She wanted us to boycott because she also threw Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle in there for their $20 million that they got.
Oh, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle got 20 mil. Okay, there's really a short answer to this. I don't know Amy Schumer. I'm not even going to talk about Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. They're on another level. But Amy Schumer, how many eyeballs is going to be on the screen when it comes to Monique? I'm not saying she isn't talented, and I'm not even saying that she isn't worth it. I'm just saying Netflix is just like any of these other digital platforms. Eyeballs and clicks. Am I correct?
Yes.
So
I'm sipping my tea.
I'm not even player hating Monique on that situation. 500,000 is a little low any fucking way. I just wouldn't have done it.
Well, she didn't do it.
You know what I mean?
That's what they offered her. But
okay.
She should have gone in there and said, you know what? You lowballing me. I should get this, that, and the third, and then they can negotiate from there.
Right.
Instead of doing what she normally does, which is just blow up.
What if Netflix just said, fuck that, 500,000 or fuck that?
Yeah, that's probably how they looking at it. They probably will look at it like that. Like we're helping you out. And ain't nobody fucking with you after you done blew up on Oprah and whoever else you done blew up on. You done fucked up your own shit. Your brand is tainted right now.
See, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know, and what would King Killa do? First of all, King Killa is questioning the unfortunate act of African Americans who are personally injured running to the general public. Let's boycott. Because she didn't get the payday. I think it's unfortunate, but you can't say Netflix ain't paying African Americans when you just said Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle got 20 million. You can't say that. So this is personal, her wanting people to boycott because she is personally injured. But like you said, her brand fucked up. So, that's what King Killa, that's how my analyst eyes look at it. I see, Swerve, you live out there, nigga. What's good?
Yeah. What? I'm boycotting the word boycott. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, you know, our former Malcolm X brethren over there, he's now turned into just Malcolm. He's no longer X.
Buddy.
He's like, fuck all these niggas.
Damn, yo.
Because they ain't really down.
Get that nigga a bucket of chicken and we're good. Damn,
but Malcolm,
son.
you're a nigger.
Get your hands out my pocket.
Damn, son. I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed, son, because you usually come with that fire.
Yeah, he's
Well, all right. You want a little bit of fire?
I just want your opinion. That's all. That's all.
Okay,
Just
so
your
you
opinion.
basically stole my thunder.
He's going to light the incense right now.
So, what?
I say he's going to light the incense right now.
Yeah.
A little bit of fire.
Okay.
It's not a flame.
Right.
It's just
So-
going to burn.
Basically, King Killa hit it on the head because it's personal for Monique. I like Monique. I think she's sexy as shit. I like Monique. I don't care what nobody say. But as far as this, it's like she has a tainted Hollywood history from her own people, right? So Netflix like, let's get her in, give her, $500,000, which is to Irving Green, a lot of goddamn money. Let me get 500,000. I'm changing lives. But anyway, she made it about her because she didn't get this, that, or the other. Let's boycott. And I kind of don't really subscribe to that. As I said last week, if I'm in for the cause. I'm in for the movement. It's bigger than me. Because when I leave here, the world is still going to be what the world is. So if I can do something or be a part of something that changes the world for a better thing, then I'm all in. But for somebody who feels like they should get paid and they're not, then so be it. Should I say, yo, boycott because I work there and they ain't paying me enough? Fuck them, boycott them niggas.
That's personal.
I can't really subscribe to that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's personal. And again, like I said, I don't know whether it's Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle. I mean, Will Smith getting a lot of money over there. Netflix, you can't say Netflix ain't paying niggas. You can't say that.
But look though.
But now, is Netflix shortchanging some niggas? I'm sure.
But she may have a point though, as far as the female thing.
Well, she has a point as far as I'll give her a point on this one. Only point I'm giving her is that she's more accomplished than Amy Schumer.
I don't even know who Amy Schumer is.
See, there you go.
Neither do I.
She's more accomplished than her as far as black folks go. Now, white people might be like, who the fuck is Monique? They know Amy Schumer. You know what I mean? So it might be the exact opposite. But as far as I'm going to say, she's more accomplished, got an Oscar and some more shit. And a very funny comedian, by the way. I think she's very funny.
No doubt.
But Netflix is looking at it like, hey, you done fucked up. We throwing you a bone. Go ahead and take this shit. If you blow up, the next deal will be better.
Well, I'm going to end this topic by just saying, about the Monique situation. It comes across to me as a personal beef, and I'm not boycotting anybody's personal beef. If I'm going to boycott, it'll be certainly against the state. It will be an existential, type of things like the National Football League, which has a history of malfeasance. So anything personal, ay papi, can't do it.
He hit that shit last week, had me dying, son.
So that's what's good. So anything else left over before we get in proper?
Let's see here real quick, since I do have Twitter open now. What up, Twitter world and all that? There was a lot of comments about the interview, but we'll get into that a little later. That's mostly what it is. We'll get into that when the topic pops up.
Okay, that's what's good. All right, well, proper. First topic on Hip Hop Digest is our boy Kodak, but we like to call him Kodiak Black. He was arrested
again
for grand theft and child neglect.
Grand theft?
The charges against him include, again, I repeat, grand theft of a firearm, 2 charges of possession of a weapon and or ammunition by a felon, possession of marijuana over 20 grams, that's still illegal in Florida, by the way, neglect of a child without bodily harm, and 2 probation violation charges. Your boy Kodiak is all fucked up in the game. And it's right on the heels. And I'm going to just bring up Meek Mill just for a second, because unlike Meek Mill, who got a lot of public support because the judge is dirty, nobody's doing that for Kodiak. You know, he's got a list of serious charges, including it, but not limited to, sexual misconduct. You're not going to see any Jay-Z op-eds or any veterans. I know Master P was trying to manipulate for a minute, but that has ended. What is wrong with Kodiak, my nigga?
First off, Kodiak doesn't realize this. Once you're in the eyes of the public, you're always in the eyes of the public. Especially today with everybody with a fucking camera in their pocket. So anything you do is going to be recorded or be mentioned on social media. So I don't see how he hasn't realized that yet. But the young man is clearly troubled, because he's always getting into trouble, even though he knows better. I know he knows better. But what are you going to do with this nigga? To me right now, he's past help. Because if you're just going to keep repeating the same shit over again, they're going to just put you in the system, my nigga. It's what's going to happen. And once you get in the system, you're done.
Let me ask a question real quick. Do you think they targeting him? You think maybe, he's being, ran up the flagpole by local law enforcement?
There's a possibility of that, but on the same time, you ain't doing shit, they can't do shit.
Right, and that's where I'm at. Nigga, when you know you got eyes all over you, nigga, you can't do shit. Period. The same thing I said about Meek. Nigga, you can't fart in public.
Yeah.
You know you got cases, and you know they just waiting to break your ass off. But yet you keep doing dumb shit.
Yeah, but the proponents for Kodiak and a guy like me could be like saying, man, it's unfair.
There's some unfairness in there, but they bring it on themselves.
I know what you're saying. I mean, I'm just doing a counterpoint on that. That's a mini counting the amount, but only because
I'm just trying to see who the fuck gun did he steal.
I don't.
This is one of them niggas who be holding bricks of money. The fuck you stealing gun? Who you stealing a gun from?
Yeah, I don't know.
That probably is some Donald up charges, aka trumped up charges.
Yeah,
it could be. It could be something, because, like I said, they got him with the weapons charge and the baby neglect and all that shit.
Right, right, and that's what I guess when I'm reading the charges and I'm saying, damn, it's probably at the point maybe he was at a residence that had a gun and they was smoking some weed. I mean, you know how not federal prosecutors, but just general prosecutors want to just tack on any little Mickey Mouse shit.
Oh, they gonna throw that spaghetti at the wall.
Right, you know what I mean? So,
and because of his history, it makes it easy.
Right.
Kind of.
You know what? In real talk, I like Kodak. I mean, I like Kodak. I don't like his art, but I think just the way he talks, I just think he's one of the more authentic guys out there. I don't think Hollywood has got to him yet. Celebrity.
It's obvious, B. It's obvious. It's obvious that they haven't gotten to him.
Celebrity, fuck that. You know what I mean? I mean, so I would say that he's, if he was a young man and I came across him, I probably could sit down and politic with him, Now that he's probably a jail nigga though, and now you fully realize that.
Not probably.
Yeah.
Take the probably out of there, B.
Earlier when you was talking about him, I'm sitting here like, is Curtis sound like one of them old aunties? That boy ain't done nothing. Fuck out of here.
No.
He's a jail nigga.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so we'll take the probably off of that.
That's my baby. That talk don't work here.
Okay. That's real. So, knowing he's a jail nigga, but, he's probably just one of the more authentic human beings out there, not the jaded celebrity assholes that you usually gonna come across in this industry anyway. So, son, good luck to you. You are the counting the amount king.
He's beating up on your boy Extension or whatever.
Well, I tell you what, they in the race.
Extension cord.
Yeah.
Extension cord.
Boy, they are in the race for it, that's for sure.
That's a good name for that nigga.
That is. Next up on the Hip Hop Digest is TDE reportedly fielding 20 million plus offers for Kendrick Lamar and his publishing deal. According to Billboard, Kendrick Lamar's current deal with Warner Chappell Music is about to end. Lamar's label management, Top Dog Entertainment, is reportedly fielding offers between $20 and $40 million. One bidder offered Kendrick Lamar a deal worth $28 million in total, while another one has dangled a $23 million plus $11 million signing bonus. Lamar's camp did not either confirm or deny the reports that they're shopping his publishing deal.
Sports and entertainment.
Mm-hmm. They ain't doing him like Monique.
Not apparently. Apparently not. So this is the thing. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the world of publishing, it's important to know that the contract offer being made to Lamar is based on an estimated royalty earnings. Let's say the young man gets $30 million with a 15 up front. That means Lamar wouldn't collect any additional income until the payee has recouped. So you want to tell him what that really means in regular speak, Kurt G?
That means once I give you this dollar,
$15 million.
No, I'm just making it real easy and simple math.
Oh, you're breaking it way down.
Simple math.
Okay.
Once I give you this dollar, nigga, you can't get no money from me until I get my dollar back. So once I'm out here shopping your CD, MP3, fucking whatever, stream, if I don't make no money, you don't make no money.
And?
Well, go ahead, Swerve. The second half, and?
That dollar, even if it's not being made, is still owed.
Yes.
Forever.
It's going to continue to be owed. So your contract might be 20 years till I get my dollar.
Exactly.
So here we are. Here we are in your actual realization. We got some industry guys up here who know a little bit about the world of publishing. If you are Kendrick Lamar, what do you do?
I wouldn't accept, but that money talk.
Yeah, these guys are offering between 23 and $30 million up front.
Because that kind of deal where them niggas want their money back. I mean, that's the type of shit where you don't do no fucking what's that shit when you selling drugs, consignment?
No consignment.
No consignment, my nigga. They want their money, my nigga.
Right.
But somebody would say to you, let's just say point counterpoint. Oh fuck. You know how the music game is fickle, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm Kendrick Lamar. I'm thinking about this shit. I'm saying, okay, fuck it. I want 30 million. Okay. Trump just gave up the tax cut. So he's going to see most of the 30 million, right? Let's say his career's in the tank after that. He's good though, right?
He's got money, but he's still going to owe some money.
Oh, right. I'm not saying he's not going to owe. And I'm not saying that in 20 years from now when they're using a Kendrick Lamar record on a Tide commercial and this shit's crazy money coming in and Kendrick like, yo, where's my money?
They like, you owe us,
nigga. You owe us, nigga. Right.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Perpetuity.
Right. And I think that most artists, because we're talking about Kendrick Lamar, we're talking about obscene numbers, 20, right. 30, 40 million. He's on that level. But most artists, that's how you get jammed up. Because a label come at you with, you're broke, right? And here come the label who gonna take 51%. Not just pay, they gonna take 51%. So the perpetuity of the contract, the length of the contract and beyond, oh nigga, we get 51% in exchange for you being able to pay your mortgage maybe for the next 3 years. I'm gonna cut you a Monique check. Here go $500K.
This is yours, B.
It's yours.
It's all yours.
But in the meantime,
can I ask a business question though?
What's up?
So you got somebody of that ilk who is being offered that kind of money. First thing is, if you're being offered that kind of money, then you got to know that it's worth way more than what they're offering.
Of course.
There you go.
Of course.
There you go.
So that's the first thought. Second thought is, maybe it's because I'm a little older, is, well, damn.
Nigga, you a
if they
dinosaur.
Huh?
I'd say you're a dinosaur old, but go ahead.
I'm a dinosaur, but I can still think. Therefore, I am.
No doubt.
So he says to himself, well, damn, if they trying to give me 31 million and I'm gonna have to worry about all this back end shit, why don't I just go ahead and get this 17 million on my own shit? Get my own group together and do my own publishing and keep making my own music. I do not understand why artists don't do that shit.
Because they want.
He's a name brand, right?
He is
He's
a name brand. But he wants
brand.
that. If they want that shine, though, they want that major shine.
Well,
and all those awards and all that shit, you got to be in the system to get down with all that shit. If he gets out of the system and decides to do his own thing, yes, he'll probably still get a nice tour gate and other shit, but he ain't in the system no more. So that shine that he's getting now, all that extra shit, all them commercials and shit, that shit stops.
See, the reason why, let me tell you something. The reason why they're offering him this amount of money at this stage in his career is because they're betting. They're making a bet and saying, see, if he ends up being the corporate, if he ends up being somebody like Coombs with an extensive, publishing palette, we're gonna make, like you said, probably 3-4 times what we gave him.
Oh yeah, these niggas is looking at it like this. If we give this nigga 30 with 15 up front, we know that we're gonna make at least 100 million off this nigga.
Right, there you go.
Yep.
They know we're gonna make at least 100 million off this nigga.
But now Kendrick himself, is it possible? Now this is the key thing. We're playing with house money here. Is it possible that Kendrick himself is thinking, you know what? Fuck these publishing houses. I'm doing it myself. I'm owning my masters. I'm doing the whole shit. And his career just, doesn't do what it do. You know what I mean?
How would it not, though? How would Kendrick Lamar not be Kendrick Lamar?
I can't see that. What I'm saying is that when you come to certain guys, and that's why we talk about all the same guys all the fucking time, the corporate. And there's only one corporate. There's a lot of different guys out there with a lot of success out there, but there's only one corporate guy.
Yep.
Who had the gravitas and the wherewithal and everything to get masters lock, stock, and barrel.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Those guys are so rare.
Yeah, they're rare.
They're super rare.
Right.
Think about who we in the past. Like, let's say a guy like Kanye West. Kanye West got money, right? He make good money, wonderful tour gate. But I guarantee you, his publishing is under the regular publishing house. And he's probably got a 50-50 split or a 51-49 or something like that. I guarantee it.
I want one of our listeners to put them stats up. I would like to see that.
Oh my God, let me tell you something. Yeah, the text chain is crazy.
Yeah, Kanye's on his regular deal. Now, not on his label. On his label, he's getting the lion's share over there with his deal.
But good music ain't really.
Good music is over there with that shit. He's making more money on that good music than he is off that Def Jam / Rock Nation, whatever the fuck he's doing. So he's making more money over there doing that.
Probably. But let me say, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. I just want to tell you, man, I know that we got into the minutia of the business there for a minute, but it just lets you know that when you get to his level of the game.
You know what it reminds me of, though?
What's
now
that?
that I'm sitting here thinking about it, it reminds me of that Cash Money deal. Remember them niggas got that 30 million from Universal?
30 million from Universal, yeah.
Universal made fucking bread off them niggas.
I know.
Universal must have made at least 300 million off them niggas. And them niggas blew up.
And that is almost the perfect example because Universal came and said, I'm going to give you 30 million, and that was for the entire roster.
Yes.
Right.
And them niggas jumped after that 30 million, took it.
Yes, they did.
And like I said, Universal made probably at least 300 million off them niggas, if not more.
If not more than that. And now you got Birdman and them niggas getting, clear out letters from the sheriff. So I'm telling you, boy, life comes at you fast.
Hey, Diff, stop sending me videos of Master P running stairs, B. I don't need to see that.
Next topic on the Hip Hop Digest is
you shaded right past that one, huh?
yeah, B. I wasn't even getting
You didn't
sucked
see
in.
this stupid ass video?
Nigga, I seen enough of that Master P ridiculousness shit.
Oh, that song that he got where he was fucking sitting in the
my
chair, and
God.
that nigga just jumped up and started doing the old man dance and shit. His version
I ain't
of
met that,
trap
though.
dancing. I was like, oh, that nigga is excited.
Feel it.
Nigga,
He's like, I could do this shit.
please sit the fuck down.
He looked like he was at least 3 years younger.
A whole 3. His bones didn't even creak when he got up.
Hey, you know what? And see, that I don't know. Yeah, shout out to P, man. I'm glad, look like he's in good shape or whatever.
Yeah, no
Motherfucker
doubt.
like me, I'm gonna take the old man way out and shit. Cigar way back in the couch with a glass of cognac, if you don't mind.
King Killa ain't even climbing steps. He's sitting on a chair thing.
Hey, if I got to, I'ma do it.
He like, fuck this shit. I could do this shit.
All right.
I sound better than these niggas.
Okay, that's what's up. Can we get into the next one?
Yes, sir.
Or are we still gonna leave some pee on the floor? Oh, ooh,
Nah, this ain't the Project Hallways, my nigga.
caught that. I was waiting to get that in. Next topic on the Hip Hop Digest is Jamie Dupri. Oh, oops. I mean Jermaine. We like to call him Jamie. Claims that he had a bigger impact on Atlanta than Outkast. So everybody is like, what?
Head scratching.
Let's go. Let's read the copy. Who had a bigger impact on Atlanta, Outkast or Jamie Dupri? I mean Jermaine. I'm sorry. I just can't get that up.
You've been calling him Jamie from the beginning.
I know, right? I mean, so anyway, he was up at the radio station and asked about, the hip hop situation in Atlanta. And your boy was like, as far as the culture and the history of Atlanta, I get overlooked. Your boy Dupri said, I brought people to Atlanta who had never seen Atlanta. I showed everybody in the world Magic City first. I showed how we was doing it down here. I was the person who started throwing money in the club first. I'm the one who put the world up on Atlanta. Now, he said this friendly, no disrespect to Outkast, no doubt about it. Jermaine also goes on to say that he's used to being overlooked when it comes to Atlanta's history and the revisitation of Atlanta's history. He said, I don't get to carry the flag for the 8 million that we sold on Criss Cross's first album. But then he goes, but I guess that wasn't hip hop. And people, always gonna talk about Outkast's first album, but it didn't sell 8 million. So is your boy getting the shaft when it comes to Atlanta history?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Kurt. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, you know what? Now that you're sitting here and I'm sitting here, had time to think about it as you're talking. You know what? At first, I was about to go ahead and run this nigga up the flagpole. But you know what? He got a point. He has a point because as far as history of music, he has a bigger impact than Outkast as far as history of music in Atlanta. Not hip hop, but as far as music, because he brought Jagged Edge and all them other motherfuckers to music. So he has done shit, Lil Bow Wow and all them niggas. Nobody respected it, but he did do that.
See, the key word is that, nobody respected it. And personally, I'm blaming the niggas who on top in Atlanta now. Like I've always said, the thing about especially Atlanta, not so much other areas, but specifically to Atlanta, you got these trap youngins running around here and shit, don't give a flying fuck about their lineage. We always use Outkast as an example. They really don't give a fuck about Outkast.
Nope.
Are you really think they're gonna be really patting Jermaine Dupri on the back for essentially what he's saying is bringing the entire record industry to Atlanta, which technically he's probably right.
Well, B, let me just say about Mr. Dupri Jackson or whatever. I think that he is getting a shaft, honestly, because he did make a lot of noise in Atlanta, yo. A lot. And, you know, even his hip-hop pedigree, I'm going to say it,
is questionable.
Being a dancer. Huh?
I'm sorry. It's questionable. And I'm sorry. I hate to cut you off, but it can't be understated. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got to get in. But it cannot be understated. Because I was one of the ones who was highly critical of Mr. Dupri.
That's why you call him Jamie.
Exactly. Highly critical because I thought that his approach to hip-hop was
cookie cutter.
Well, cookie cutter or more exploitive. He was exploiting the culture. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm snatching the mic back.
Oh,
B.
shit.
The mic back, B.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, my man. I'm sorry.
Whether we liked it or not, I'm saying this. Whether we liked Jermaine Dupri and So Def or not, you cannot deny the impact that it had. To me, it reminds me right now of when Uncle Luke got his award on that show, and he basically just ranted, right?
Right.
Well, Jermaine Dupri hasn't yet been given any type of award like that, like Uncle Luke. And maybe if he had been, maybe he would have used that pedestal to rant like he did. But I'm not really mad at him. It's like I said, just because I didn't like it, I do understand the impact of what So Def did in the city of Atlanta. Hell, for the South, that part of the South. So just take emotion and opinion out of it and just look at the facts. Does that man deserve props?
I'm gonna take it even further. Oh, fuck the South. That nigga's shit was fucking radio hits all over the country.
Oh.
All of the niggas, everybody had on the label was getting played all over the country. It wasn't just a Southern thing.
Exactly.
The So Def was getting played everywhere.
But he was repping Atlanta, though.
Yes. But he didn't rep it. I guess he didn't rep it the way these youngins rep it. He didn't get street cred down there.
No,
on that
no
level.
Street cred. Oh. No. He was Sean Combs Jr. or something. But he got it done, B. So
okay.
You got to give him his props. I don't know how I feel about ranting. I just don't like when people personally feel like they have to pour on their own props. Rest in your laurels, B. At the end of the day, you can look at your bank account. You can look at all your go into the room with all them plaques.
So his bank account's fucked up.
Well, it's better than mine, B.
Okay,
so
let me get the mic back, and I'd like to tell people. I'd like to tell the people on the Hip Hop Digest, belay that last message. Belay that last message.
The jury will disregard.
Damn, B.
Nah.
You're gonna have to come strong, nigga.
I am coming strong. And real talk, these are the chickens. Okay, they're roosting. Okay. See, it's a reason, even though these little niggas don't talk about Outkast, but real hip hop historians and scholars always want to talk about Outkast. Because the qualitative and the definitive impact on the culture and the real true meaning of it came through them and through organized noise. Okay, Mr. Dupri made a lot of money. Okay, and he's doing a lot of patting his self on the back. And you're right. And for the city of Atlanta, he probably should be getting more props. But the fact that he's not getting props, it's the chickens. It's the chickens. They're home and they're roosting, okay? Because people think, and a guy like Mr. Dupri he's at the twilight, God damn it, I ain't getting no props. But damn, nigga, you did a lot of shit that got you a lot of money and a lot of personal accolades and dates with Janet Jackson. At the time, it was expedient for you, okay? But culture-wise, I'm a wipe on it and I'm gonna throw it away, okay? And now here it is. In our year, Lord 2018, I want some goddamn props and I ain't getting it.
Martin Malcolm.
Hey, that's King Killa's point of view, and G, you gotta know what I'm talking about here, son.
I feel you, my nigga. I feel you 100 on this. But what he said is Atlanta. He worded it right. He worded it right. Because if he just said hip hop, he would have got smashed.
Okay, you got me on that. You're right. Okay, belay my last message.
Exactly. He worded it correctly.
He did say Atlanta.
He worded it correctly because he knew he would have got smashed if he had said hip hop. Because if you're gonna put Bow Wow and the youngest Chris Cross up against Outkast, that's not gonna fly. You maybe throw Brat in there a little bit. Brat get a little work. I like Brat, but you ain't getting no props for the rest of them niggas. So he worded it correctly. As far as Atlanta music, yes, he had a way bigger impact on Atlanta than Outkast did, and I gotta give him props for that. But like you said, he's patting himself on the back, and niggas is not feeling that shit. They gonna look at this nigga like, man, shut the fuck up. Hey. When you was in videos with Jay-Z talking about money ain't a thing, ain't nobody give a fuck about what you was doing then, and we don't give a fuck about what you doing now. You don't rep Atlanta.
Yo, I just remember fucking this nigga, especially when that Money Ain't a Thing was out, and how the online publications was like, oh, this is the scorcher. This is, you know, it was so fucking just, it was unimaginably big. But
he made hits. That's why I said this nigga was bigger than Atlanta. He was huge as far as music go.
Oh,
he's got the plaques and the awards and everything to go with it.
Like you said, when he was on, whether if it was his R&B affiliations, the Mariah Carey productions, when he was on,
he was hot.
Whew. So
you couldn't move without having to have a Jermaine Dupri remix or something on your shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because that Biggie remix he made, that shit is one of my favorites.
Hey, yo, he done came a long way from dancing for Houdini, so I give him props for that.
Off the bus.
Yeah. Give props for that, yo. No doubt. No doubt. All right, next topic on the Hip Hop Digest is, this is a label profile, and I got this, the text chain reminded me, you know how the text chain is, days in the text chain go by quick, you know, and somebody mentioned something about this label, Dope Folks Records. But anyway, that's the label profile, and it's a very simple profile. Dope Folks Records, a label from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, specializing in rare and unreleased hip hop from the golden era. It's a very small label. They press out like stuff that came out, and they press up 200, 300 copies or whatever. The shit sell out fast as fuck. That's my only gripe about Dope Folks, but they are dope. And if you're a record collector and you want something unusual and you don't want to go through all the rigmarole and fucking with Discogs and some of them nut niggas on there, head over to Dope Folks. Now, me personally, what I had found that Dope Folks put out was the Danger Zone Mob Squad. That was TL, Tone Love from Tough Crew, and DJ 2 Tough, also formerly of Tough Crew. They had put out a record called, Flipping Kilos. That was the name of the record, and I wanted that record. It only came out on cassette.
Niggas been flipping keys for a long time.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
You old niggas, y'all can't be looking down your nose on us, motherfuckers.
on the B side, it was called TL Back to Yell, but on the A side, it was Flipping Kilos. You know what I mean?
Direct.
But in any case,
it wasn't even trying to fucking hide
it. I bought that, and I bought it because it only came out on cassette at Sounds of Upper Darby on 69th Street. All my Philadelphia people stand up. So that's where I got that cassette. Anyway, I can't find the record. I'm getting ready to email Dope Folks to say, what the fuck? Let's get it jumping. I like a copy of that. So anyway, Dope Folks Records. Shout out to the person on the text chain who mentioned them. I've been wanting to get to this label for a minute. But if you want something unusual, check out Dope Folks.
All right.
Next topic on the Hip Hop Digest, G-Eazy.
Oh, shit.
G-Eazy lost millions walking away from H&M, saying it would have been career suicide if I tried to stick around and deal with that company. G-Eazy was on the radio. He said in the wake of the H&M ill-advised, racist, coolest monkey in the jungle advertisement, G-Eazy said, I can't allow my name and brand to be associated with this company. If that would happen, it would have been crazy, he wrote in an Instagram post. He also acknowledged that if he had not distanced himself from the brand, it would have been career suicide as a white MC. Forget about the millions that I'm losing. I'm out the door.
White rapper.
Well, he calls himself an MC.
Oh, good try.
And there's some people who might agree with that.
I hear all while you were talking, I kept hearing Busy Bee suicide in my head.
Oh shit. So
yeah, I respect it though. Well, I'm kind of.
Word, kind of.
I respect this move.
Yo, B,
that he
B,
actually
B,
did it.
B, he lost millions.
The fact that he actually did it, I respect it. It wasn't just him saying when he was going to do it, and then kept it hush for a while, and then waited for this shit to die over, and then next thing you know, he got music in the back of an H&M commercial. But he actually fucking said, "I'm doing it." So I respect that.
I got a couple of research questions though.
Oh, my man.
Who's buying his music?
I would assume largely probably white folk. I'm assuming, but I don't know.
Okay, so that's probably the case. You know, I don't have the numbers here. Easy bait, forgive me, but I doubt that the black community is purchasing millions of units from that gentleman, right? So for him to say that is more of a saving face thing, because he gonna get money, B.
Nah, he gonna get money, but does G-Eazy already know that once somebody, some reporter, some blogger, not even a reporter, some blogger from some dick ride blog find out the fact that he's in bed with H&M after that monkey shit, and then trying to come off as a white respectable rap guy? I don't know, B. I don't know.
It's like you said, he was saving face in some point, but he also knew he could read the tea leaves. He knew this shit would not go over well if somebody just did a little bit of research and found out he was still connected with them niggas.
Right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Suicide. You might have to play that at the end of the show. I'm giving G-Eazy the credit and the respect for doing it, because on your word, Swerving, a lot of motherfuckers ain't even doing that.
They're like, fuck that. I ain't walking away from this money.
Right.
I'm just gonna have to take this heat.
Right.
I'll quit.
Quiet.
Right. I'll quit when niggas bring it to my attention. I'll be like, you know what? I've got to walk away.
So I gotta ask you. So do you think Frenchie would walk away? You think Khaled would walk away from millions? I'm just saying, two guys who are very altruistic, who about
Khaled
that money.
Khaled would walk away from that shit. I believe it.
Okay, that's real.
I believe it.
Okay.
I believe it. The other dude you talking about, mac and cheese boy, whatever.
Mac and cheese.
I still can't believe that shit. But yeah, he ain't running away from no money, B.
Yeah, that shit had you out there. You're like, what the fuck?
Exactly. But real quick, one quick question. I thought about this throughout the week on H&M, right? And this ain't really hip hop or nothing, but since you brought it up, what about the black people that work at H&M in the mall, B?
That's awkward. That's an awkward position to be in. That's very awkward. And what position would we put them in? Would we look down our nose at them niggas like, y'all need to quit? Why the fuck are you working at this fucking company?
Negative. No, negative. Let me tell you something. See, to me, I think one of the problems is that people feel, look, conservative, and this is just an overseas company who don't have any racial compass. Okay, that's how they got in trouble. They have no racial compass for the United States market. The millions and millions and millions and millions of African Americans who go to work and work for conservative companies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Koch brothers own a lot of fucking companies.
And there's a lot of African Americans working for the Koch brothers.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't think that type of, that's not what we're trying to get at here. You know what I'm saying? People need to take care of their families. People need to get up and go to work. All of us, to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us got to put on uniforms, and, a lot of us got to go in the suit and tie and whatever. That don't make you any less of a G. This is the United States. What you do in your personal politics is one thing. My wife, to this day, will still not buy Dove soap, even though she knows Unilever got fucking 90% of the soaps on the fucking aisle. It's all one company, but she's like, fuck Dove.
I'm not fucking with Dove.
Exactly. Even though Unilever got, 99% of the soaps, they own everything. They own Dove. They own, Dial. They own Jergens. Unilever own all that shit. You know
So that's like me still driving by Texaco, huh?
Hey, you know.
It's like I said, it's personal.
How you
At this
know,
point, it's personal.
Hey, how you know when you go into the off-brand gas station that it didn't get refined at the Texaco refinery any fucking
I'm
way?
sure it did.
It probably did.
So-
like I said, a lot of these motherfuckers
But
is
the
old.
sign doesn't say black jelly beans up on the top,
Right.
though.
That's true. That's true. Look, it is as connected, as intermingled as this world is. You're never going to find a Montgomery bus boycott in its purity in this world. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was telling people about the National Football League. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a purity test on your boycott. You can support Kaepernick and still watch football. I mean, you can do that in other ways. You can still watch football, but say, you know what? I'm not going to buy their product. I'm not going to buy their hats and T-shirts. You know what I mean? It's not a purity test here. You know what I mean? So,
All right, well, y'all H&M workers, handle your business.
yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's just good. Next up, going to Hip Hop Digest. Yo, we're going to say rest in peace to Fredro Santana, a young rapper out of Chicago, I believe.
Yep.
Drill apparently passed away at 27. His real government name was Derek Coleman. Like I said, he was known for the Chicago drill music scene when it hit mainstream back in 2012. I got to be honest with you. After reading a little bit, you know, I guess he's in that Chief Keef. That's that shit I don't like or whatever.
Yeah.
He's all in that shit. I guess we're really bringing this up as a point of caution. The young man had his share of struggles with addiction and with health issues. Apparently, he died of liver and kidney failure. Let me tell you something, son. Yeah, at
Exactly.
27. So they gotta let you know the amount of drugs, prescription drugs, and lean that he was on. And of course, you know, the first person I thought of is Wayne, because I guess apparently before his death he had a seizure, which he didn't recover from. But all that being the case, you know, the lean culture, okay? Would I be correct to say that the trap and a lot of Uzi Vert and a lot of this shit is lean culture?
Yeah, I'll say that. A lot of lean, a lot of opioid culture, a lot of that shit. They represent that. A lot of that shit there. And it's cool. What it is it's cool to want to drink lean. And let's not act like lean just came on the scene. This shit came back. This is our parents. You can take that way back.
Yeah, lean's been around for a minute, right?
But it's so popular now. And it's like everybody wants to fucking do it on some different level. I mean, these kids is on some level to me, like they just doing different shit to try. Are you trying to? You got suicide fucking missions. Like these niggas out here doing Tide Pod challenges and shit. Like really, nigga? Are you? What the fuck is that about?
B. Yo, this young man, 27. He had a 8-month-old baby. I mean, it's, you know, I know we sound like parents now. Can you believe that?
Well, we are.
Yes.
I mean, I'm only saying. Well, what am I saying? Fuck it, I got grandkids, so you know, it's unfathomable for me to. And I guess if you're addicted to lean, Wayne, you know, and the people who love you and care for Wayne and others, not just Wayne, but just others, this lean shit is not weed.
Nope.
And I guess, I don't know. I mean, I know they would want to come to us. Oh, y'all niggas, y'all come from that weed and 40 ounce. It's weed and 40 ounces.
I mean, 40 ounces ain't no good for you either.
Nah, yeah,
hey,
right.
You don't front on that shit.
know.
That shit could take a toll on your liver too over time.
Yeah, no doubt. But all that
It
means,
ain't that lean, though.
That lean, yo, B, that shit is
I
crazy.
just
And the
put
shit
it-
that, you know what the really fucked up part about this? That shit has to be, you gotta get a prescription for this shit.
Right.
So some fucking doctor or somebody that has to be able to write a prescription for this shit is just making all kinds of money doing this shit and fucking feeding poison to these people. That is the really fucked up part. The Hippocratic oath is being fucking broken here.
But wait. He ain't force feeding.
He ain't force feeding on no level, but I'm just saying.
only thing I'm saying is that those of us who listen to the Hip Hop Digest, and most of us are probably parents, yo, just keep an eye on your kids out there. You know what I mean? 'Cause this lean shit is as popular as it is. I mean, just keep an eye on your kids, man. Keep them tight, yo. You know what I mean? That's a tragedy. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So that's what's good. G, you got anything left over? What's good?
I got nothing. I got my album.
Well, then let's do it.
Wait, we're not going to talk about the interview with the youngin' and the feedback?
I'm going to say this.
Let's
if
get
we're going to get
okay.
if we're going to do some feedback, a recap on this youngin'.
So recap.
Okay, this
Hollywood Swervo recap.
All right, this is my recap. And I only got one thing to say, pretty much. Mine is going to be short. Youngin, if you couldn't tell that this youngin was fucking nervous as shit, and he was just sitting there and very respectful. I give him that, but he was nervous, and I could tell he was intelligent, that much. Even though some people saying he wasn't that intelligent, but you could tell he had some intelligence and he had respect about him, and he was very nervous, and that was his first interview. And to me, I know when he heard it, if he heard it, he probably cringes when he listens to himself, and hopefully he uses this as a stepping stone to try to get better and actually practice in front of the mirror, asking yourself questions and doing shit, so that way the next time you'll be better. Like I said, I hope to get a youngin on here that's ready to represent themselves, rep them. But like I said, I wanted to see where he was at early, because I did throw something out there at him, and I could tell that he wasn't on that level.
Well, I thought the young man represented himself quite well. Despite the nervousness, I think he got at a lot of kernels that I wanted to get to. Meaning the fact that I think and I've always suspected this, but I think for kids, music, again, is something that is not community-based, the way we were brought up with music. Like I said, the music is what your parents listen to, is what you listen to, and when black radio was on, that was the radio for the house. Kids, he is introverted. And that's most technology. That's most kids today. That's why the music I believe, sounds the way it sounds, because everything is internalized with them. I think they find community with themselves online and other like-minded kids. But
yeah, that's a very good point. They're better speakers with their thumbs online, talking to people than they are in public, because they're very awkward in public.
Yeah,
they're very, very awkward.
For myself, I have to kind of, and I'm just keeping it all the way real like we always do, I have to look at myself, and I question myself after I listened, because I think I was trying to make sure that it was a conversation and not an attack. I think a lot of people who listen to the Hip Hop Digest show, from the comments I was seeing, was waiting for us to just go at the young boy. Or young man, excuse me, whatever. I was trying purposefully not to be super aggressive. And I think that took away from some of the questions I could have asked or whatever. So going forward, I just intend to just ask whatever it is, because that's what the Hip Hop Digest show is. That's what I told him. Remember, even pregame, I said to him, we just gonna have a conversation like we some uncles talking to our nephew.
Yeah, but I don't think the purpose was to fucking beat this nigga over the head with Boogie Down Production records. I mean,
well, that's what people would expect it from the comments. From the
I tell you what, if Kanye West was on the show, then I'll be on his ass. All day. Real talk.
Got the answers, King Killa.
If the corporate rappers on the show, or a guy like Coons, I'm on their ass all day. Not that they would ever be on the show, because they would never take hard questions.
Man, let me call these dudes, man.
But a young guy like that, I'm just saying, the average kid that you see on the street who's into his headphones, who's clearly listening to trap, or trap related. I mean, actually, like you said, very intelligent, because he actually sound like more of a studio head.
Right.
A guy who's into the studio. He's talking about reverb, and he's, different drums and keyboard sound. Shit, that's what he sound like to me.
Well, you made
lyrics weren't even. Hip hop is an albatross around their neck, I believe, and I think maybe, and I'm hopeful for the future that some industrious kids understand that. You know what? This hip hop is an albatross around our neck. I think we would like to be included on the family tree somewhere, but you can't say that these particular guys, it's ridiculous to compare Kurt G's people, you know, to EPMD.
No.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Don't do it.
You know, so.
Oh, Beretta? Yeah, the memory banks is deep.
Yeah, I see that shit. You got your parrot and shit.
So
for real though, serious point though that you made was it just opened my eyes when you said it, that these kids do not communicate verbally.
They don't.
They don't. So they're awkward in public.
Can't. It's not that these young kids can't have a conversation, but typically it's all with the thumbs. 140 characters or however many it is now.
Right.
Or a post here, post there, or a picture. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, he sounded dumb, because he used some actual big words. I was like, okay. And I'm not saying that I didn't expect him to. I was proud that he did. But at the same time, yeah, it was mad nervousness, B. From his part, I could see. It was mad nervousness. So I'm not going to fault anybody for that, because I don't want to say no names, but we just getting a drop sometimes, people get nervous.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
So before we get into the albums of the week, I want to say once again, now, if OJ the Juice Man shows up on this show, I'm going to be asking a lot of hard fucking questions, and he ain't going to like it one goddamn bit. He'll probably hang up on us, actually.
Hey. Oh, pal.
Well, I'm going to try to get him for you, B.
Okay, here we go. Kurt G's world.
Record in a minute.
Here we go. Kurt G's world famous albums of the week.
All right. This week, we got Casey Jaffa and Poe Mac Choice Cuts. That's Casey Jaffa and Poe Mac Choice Cuts. And we got Flashes Clayton, Making History. That's Flashes Clayton, Making History. The instrumental joint is King I Divine Muggy.
Alright, so that's what's up. So,
Text chain.
Yeah, it's on fire. Yo,
On fire tonight.
I want to apologize. I want to apologize to everybody who's listening to the show. I gotta admit, every year I say this, but I talk too goddamn much. So I'll try to fix that going forward. Peace.
B, it's not gonna get fixed, nigga. Stop that. How many times I done told you, nigga, you the Johnny Carson of this shit. We just your co-host, nigga.
Exactly. Every pre-game we have an interview. Man, I don't know no questions. I don't know what this shit. Ain't no stepping back, B.
You the man, my
contract
nigga.
remains the same, nigga.
All right.
I'm gonna pat you on the back.
Peace. Let's save it for next week.
All right. One.
Peace.